leaders are supposed to lead. You know, and it's like again the team concept. If there's 10 seconds left in the game, and the leader or the coach calls a timeout, the players, they know they want to win the game. The coach's role is to see that because he's looking from the outside, he has the knowledge that they don't have. They come to the huddle, and the coach is looking all like them. What do we do? What are you guys going to do? What are we going to do? You mean you don't have a plan for this? You're not going to give us any type of leadership?
And then we hear Jolly says we don't need leaders.
Well, unfortunately, the system is set up as a representative system.
Right.
The whole system is set up that way.
Right. Why do you think you have certain things in your neighborhood? Right? Like what? If you have certain things in your neighborhood, it's because that neighborhood has a budget, and that neighborhood has representation for that budget. So whether you want to acknowledge that you have a leader or something is really irrelevant. You can sit back and say the sun ain't coming up in the morning. That doesn't mean anything.
I wonder if anybody listening on this line or anybody that we know, and I'm speaking not just people listening online, anybody you know could call for 1 million black men to come to a spot. 1 million.
What? 1 million what?
1 million brothers, 1 million black men. Come. I need you. I want to talk to you guys. And they come. And nothing comes out of that other than a personal feel good for that moment. There's no call for action. There's no call to put something in place as a result of us all being together. Now that we're all here, this is what we're going to establish from this point on. This is what we're going to ask. If you want to ask the government or whatever you want, this is what we're going to ask, that we demand that this happens. That right there, to me, like John Henry Clark said, a ceremonial waste of time, that right there let us know that was the final straw. Let us know that all of this leadership and gathering us together for what? For what?
You know what? You know what, man? All the talking that we do in the world, it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, let's just look at the fruit that whatever we're doing now has bore. That's it. We can get on the line and we can intellectually exercise, and we can go back and forth, and we can show off our education and our language and try to seem like we're so deep and so intelligent and so profound. But at the end of the day, just take a walk outside and let's see what we're dealing with. What has all of this African-centered information created? Collectively, as a people. So, it's like, that's why I find it so funny, because, like, all week long, people have been debating me on YouTube. Like, when we did the show about the whole African warriors versus barbarians, right? People have been debating me on YouTube, talking about how we need an army first before we have an organization, because we have to have the army first to protect the organization. And I'm sitting up there going, you dudes, man, you're really killing me. And then the thing is, you keep hearing them saying, we scared. Black folks are scared of war. We're scared of violence. Oh, really? Really? We are the most violent people on the planet against each other. Yeah. When do we become scared of blood and scared of violence? That's the problem. See, and the reason why I get so mad at these dudes who come out here with that bullshit is because you're trying to sit up there and amp up a situation thinking that it's about us fearing or not having the gun. It has nothing to do with that. We don't have the consciousness. We commit acts of violence every damn day.
Oh, yeah, you can see violence. You want to see violence, just stare at a brother in the street. Then you're going to see violence.
So get out of here with that crap about, oh, but we don't have the guts to go against this or go against that. No, we don't have the consciousness, and we've been beat down for 440 plus years without any type of alternate system. So when are we going to get it? Unless we love this system so much, there's no need to do it. Let's just keep doing what we're doing.
Right. And for those people that said that, I say, and we said it before on shows, if you think that our strategy of educating and empowering our people and bringing our people together is corny, or when are you going to take your violent action against the system? That's what I want to know. When is that going to happen? Because that's your agenda. That's what you say is the solution. When are you going to implement that solution, Mr. Violent Man, Mr. Revolutionary Violent Man? When are you going to implement yours? Because I don't see anything being done to overturn anything on that level.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not dismissing, and I'm quite sure that I can speak for both of us when I say I'm not dismissing the family, and I'm not dismissing you doing what you can do, man. I mean, since we don't have anything in place, then you have to teach your children. You have to develop your own nation within your family. That's your nation, your family. Right? I mean, that's all you can do. We try to teach our kids the African-centered way, try to have loving relationships between, yourself and your mate and your children, and come together and have that infrastructure in your own personal life. And I'm all for that. I am in no way downplaying that. But what I'm saying is, at some point, if we are going to have a system that we are all going to benefit from, then we all have to start implementing that structure at some particular point. Even if every person said, my infrastructure is going to be my family, and we all did the work in terms of that on a personal level, at some point, all of these families have to get together to work within a context.
Yep.
And see, my thing is, the people who are the architects and the people who are the scientists and the people that are the engineers, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And that's who I'm actually having this conversation with, the people who know about structures, who know about systems and how systems work. But the problem is those people are confusing the masses of the people and not doing the job that they were assigned to do. So Mr. Olipsism does not have to create another freaking blueprint. That is retarded.
Self-empowerment.
Ambassador Saw does not have to go out here and create another blueprint on his lunch hour. That is retarded. We have all of the blueprints, all of the plans already out there. When are we going to start compiling this stuff and putting it together into a system? And if anybody challenges me on that concept, you are a moron. I'm going to say it for the record. You're an idiot. Because what you basically, the counter to what I'm saying is that we don't need a system.
What does that look like?
And if we don't need a system, what the hell are we doing this for?
Everything is run by a system. That would be moronic. Everything, your computers, the corporate structure that we work for, the political, everything is run in a systematic format. Come on, man, that would be chaos. Without a system, you at the Book of Eli level.
Yeah, but this is what these fools endorse. This is what these fools endorse. They don't endorse any systematic way to problem solve, and it's all on the individual. You as the individual just go out there and create your own little system. Forget the fact that no matter what you do individually in this society, you work as a part of the system that's in place.
You rolling the dice in that grand Monopoly game, going around the board, paying the luxury tax, going to jail, and when you lay on that property, paying that rent.
Paying taxes and walking around with white people in your pocket. Despite all your metaphysical stuff, despite all your astral projections, despite all of your everything that you want to talk about. Everything you want to talk about that's supposed to define how African we are, we still got a white man's face on our money. We need to start talking systematically. And I'm getting personally tired of people out here who's trying to say that that's craziness. It's craziness for us to expect our people to operate within a system.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. That's what we've been. That's how Kemet lasted so long. Come on, man.
Right, because they had a system.
You know,
but what I'm hearing is, oh, system. It's not about the system. It's about you, brother. What you gonna do?
Okay. Roll the dice. That's what you're gonna do. Well, back to jail.
I don't blame these kids, man. I don't blame them.
Do not collect your $200.
I don't blame these kids at all. At all.